I'm wearing my Belizean flag earrings mom gave me in honor of Belize's Independence Day today. Although Belize is still under the British Commonwealth, we became independent on September the 21st, 1981, and so it's been 36 years, and I'm sure everyone is celebrating in Belize. I never got to celebrate any Independence Day in Belize because we left like 3 months after they became independent. So my big thing is still the 10th of September. You guys Google that, all right? The 10th of September, the Battle of Old St. George's Key in Belize, and you'll see the rich history as to why that is so near and dear to my heart still. They had the celebrations here in California over the weekend, but we didn't attend because we had too much on our plate, and sometimes it gets to be overwhelming to be in those large crowds. It's 11 o'clock right now. I've heard from Mari from the dentist's office, and the dentist wants Jada to come back after school today, but I don't think she'll make it in time because she leaves school at about 3:25, and he leaves the office at 4 o'clock. So I don't think she'll make it over there in time. Plus, I don't know what he could do for her right now. She already went to Kaiser and they gave her the script for the antibiotics and she's taking it. So I think it just needs a little bit of time now for all these medications to take effect for, us to see a big change in the swelling. Anyways, Joe is at the auction still. He was so excited this morning because he really thought he could win 2 cars today, not just one. As it stands right now, I don't know if he's going to win any. Now, let me tell you something about this one auction that Joe goes to. They have a thing called the MMR, and what that means is what they think the car will go for. Not what they think the car is worth, but what it will go for. Because sometimes the cars go for more than they're worth, and sometimes they go for less than they're worth. So for example, if you see the MMR on a car is like $800, then it could go for maybe 6, it could go for maybe 12. You know what I mean? So it's like a median range. So the reason why Joe thought he could win these 2 cars is because they looked beautiful. There was nothing wrong with them. He checked with the computer, checked transmission, checked everything. Nothing wrong with the cars. One was an '09 and one was a 2010. But the MMR on them was $250. I was like, wow, is that legit? Is that for real? And so now keep in mind that what the MMR is and what you win it for, like I said, could be different. But even what you win it for is not the right price because you have auction fees and dealer fees that can amount anywhere from $300 to $500 depending on the cost of the car, right? Well, the dealer fees and the auction fees can go more if you win cars that cost $20,000, stuff like that. We're talking in our little price range. So if he had won those cars, let's say for $300, then add $400 to that for the fees, that's $700 out the door. We could have easily flipped those cars quickly for like $1,500 and make a good profit, But the idiots that go to the auction, the one beautiful Kia Spectra that Joe wanted, the '09, they drove that price up to $2,200. That's not with the fees. That's what they won the bid for. How stupid are these people? What are they doing with these cars? Are they taking them out of the country and jacking up the price or something? I mean, we can't sell that. If we bought that for 22, add 400 to 500 to that, that's 27. Who's going to come pay me even $3,000 for that? It's an '09, yes, but it has like 186,000 miles. I'm like, oh my God, that upset me so much because we expected the most they would drive the car up to would be 600 or 700, not 2,200. The next car that he saw was a Chevy something, Chevy Volt, what, I don't know what kind of Chevy it was. That went for 1,600. Joe's like, what the hell's wrong with these people? So I don't know if he's going to get anything today because sometimes you'll go where you'll have a day like this where the people are idiots and they're just driving up the prices and you can't get anything because our sweet spot for selling these cars right now is between 22 and 2,500. So we have to get it for less because we have to pay the fees. We have to sometimes repair it up to $300 worth of repairs. So we can't get these cars for too expensive or else why be in this business? I might as well find something else to sell, like maybe bread or something, make bread from home and sell it. So I want to show you guys something about this picture again. Remember I showed you guys this picture before when I'm showing you my ancestors, right? So these 2 ladies, these 2 sisters are supposed to be the reason why we're linked to Native Grandma and Cardiff, Wales grandpa. So my mom always told me this lady was my grandfather's mom, Mrs. Gomez, and that this lady was my Aunt Tylene, who's sitting right here on the grandma's lap. That's her mom, which is Mrs. Lord. Now, Mrs. Lord had 5 kids with Mr. Lord, and then she died. Then he remarried my grandmother's mom, And that's how my grandmother and my grandfather are not related, but my grandmother's siblings are related to my grandpa. Did I totally confuse you? Anyways, this lady's not important in the picture because she was just a friend of the family. These are all siblings here that came from these two. So my mom had this picture right here of who she says is my Aunt Eileen's mom. So if you look at this, I'm going to put them side by side in the editing, but for right now I have the camera because I want to point at the screen. Joe thinks this lady favors her, that's that person a little bit older. So you guys tell me, because my mom was sure that this is her Aunt Eileen's mom. The reason why we're even bringing up any of this mess is because recently there was a woman that turned 100 years old in Belize. And I always knew she was my grandparents' friend, but I didn't know she was my grandpa's cousin. Well, that lady's name is Jane Usher, for Belizeans that are watching. And I guess they had this picture at her celebration. So they're trying to say that this lady, Adele, is actually Mrs. Lord, which would be my Aunt Eileen's mom, which my mom said no, that this lady is the mom. This is my grandpa's mom. They're trying to say that this one's my grandpa's mom, Mrs. Gomez. And this one is some Granny Usher, which would probably be related to the lady who had the birthday. But I'm questioning, okay, I don't know who gave them the info, right? If this is Granny Usher, then why is this Mrs. Usher? Were two sisters married to somebody named Usher? I was like, no, they gave wrong information. Let's see who they said gave the information. Elvin E. Young. I'm going to have to let my sister go in her basement and find a picture like this that my mom gave her where she hand wrote all the names of the people. Because they don't even have this lady, Mrs. Lord, with the right name. They're naming her Marianne. And my mom says this lady was Adriana. So now, if this is correct, native grandma's name is Elizabeth Leslie Young. So we're related to all the Leslies. Hello to the Leslies in Florida. And Cardiff Wales grandpa was John Young. Now, this guy wasn't a black guy, okay? He was white. He was just burnt from the sun from the Keys. This is their son, Johnny. He was only like 16 at the time this picture was taken. And he's the grandfather of the lawyer in Belize named Dickie Bradley. But see, there's been some questions, but I'm going to go with what my mom said right after my sister finds the picture, okay? So this is going to be a pending thing right now. In any case, every one of these people are beautiful. Oh my goodness, what striking cheekbones and beautiful eyes, but none of them are smiling. So you did good again today, babe? Mm-hmm. Finally got something, huh? Yes.
It's nice. I mean, it's not as clean as the next one.
But what did you get again?
Ford, what was it? Explorer?
With the third bench.
Huh?
With the third bench?
With a third bench.
Uh-huh.
So if somebody want a third bench, I got a third bench.
Yes. Well, I don't know how come we got so lucky to be able to drive Jory's truck today. I'm just saying. Y'all know Jada has the Tahoe and Jada's car is still not done. Sergio is really jerking us around because he said it was going to be done today, and when Joe called, he goes, I can't finish it till tomorrow. I think he's putting us aside and doing everybody else's stuff that he's going to get cash off of, because he can't charge us again for this transmission, because it's not our fault that they put a crappy transmission in. So I don't even want to deal with the wrath of Jada when she comes in, because she wants her car back, and she's like, if we weren't friends, he wouldn't jerk us around. Oh, she goes off. We've always put ourselves in this kind of trap. We had a friend that used to fix computers and fix cars, and every time we went there to fix anything for him, he would say, come on. We'd leave Fontana to go to LA, take us an hour, hour and a half, get over there, and he's gone. And his wife is like, does he know you're coming? I'm like, yeah, he told us to come now. So we left. Well, he's in Chino. Chino's like closer to me. I'm like, what the hell? You know, I don't like people waste my time. So I can understand Jada's anger and rage, but you know what, we just have to like bear chorus till he puts the good transmission in, and then we sell the vehicle and move on. Yeah, so we're going to the bank right now to buy the cashier's check to go pay for the car. Joe got another Blazer, 2004. That guy Manuel that wanted to come see my Tahoe, he had already agreed to a price with me, and he said if the engine and the tranny was good, he would have bought it for that price, because he saw the pictures and everything. You know, he knew the car needed to be painted. And he came and he offered me $500 less than we agreed upon. Remember I told you in that one vlog, some people got mad and gave me a thumbs down. I don't really care. This is what I deal with when it comes to my Latin brothers and sisters. So anyways, we didn't have any fuss, you know, we're not enemies. So I called him back today and I said, if you want an SUV, I have one in. And he goes, oh, I bought one for $2,000 and the paint was good. They worry about the paint. He didn't want to tell me how much the miles were though. He didn't want to tell me how much the miles were on the car because he knows that that's the thing that tells the quality of a car, you know? But anyways, let me run in and buy this money order. I got to stay focused. Everything running good? Everything running good? So this one has like paint peeling and stuff, so this is gonna have to go for a little bit cheaper than the other one, but it's still nice. Gotta scrub the seats clean, clean up all this dust off of here. Yeah, they didn't keep this one as clean as the other one. Joe says it has a third bench. Maybe it's folded in. They didn't keep this one as clean as the other one, but hey, somebody will buy this. Huh, Boo? They didn't keep this one as clean as the other one, but hey, somebody will buy this. Where's the third bench? It's black again, guys. He got another black Explorer. We're gonna clean this baby up though. This is California's disease. Always lose that top coat, that clear coat. Hey, but I would drive this. Joe, I would totally drive this. He got it, guys. He got it. It was simple as just pull it up from the top, right? Okay, so what do we need? Your little vacuum. We need a scrub brush with water. So we're leaving Walmart and you should smell this parking lot. It smell high of weed. And so Joshua's like, look, mommy, see them right over there? Let me back up. See me? Go behind my head. They're right over there smoking the weed out in public. I'm sure it's not medicinal.
Well, it's legal out here now.
I think it's January 1st that it becomes legal.
I think it's been legal out here for a while now.
The one that's not medicinal?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they have clinics.
It's like, God, that thing smells bad.
It smells better than cigarettes, I'll tell you that much.
I know. We're heading home. Joe's at Sergio getting the AC charged on the Explorer that he bought. And checking up on Jada's car. When he comes home, we have to go scrub. That's why we came and bought some Mr. Clean erasers because my sister said she saw some reviews on it. So you know what I'm gonna do, right? Review it. Because we have a dirty car to review it on, right, Josh? Mm-hmm. We went to the park to take pictures of the new car and decided to come over here and wait for Jory because he insisted that we not be late. So take a look at the car. Well, first of all, take a look at Joe. Joe. He's tired. He worked hard today. So it has a third bench. A lot of people were asking about the third bench when we had the last Explorer. The upholstery on this one was nasty. Joe and Joshua really had to scrub hard to get it clean. The parents are picking up the kids already. You see how they drive crazy? Alright, so this is the radio and it has, let me see if I can show you, USB and AUX, which is what everybody wants. And the best part about this car is it only has 97,000 miles. The worst part is that the paint is kind of fading on certain parts of it and there are some scratches on my side where it seems a kid or somebody just like wrote on it. It looks like something a kid would do, right? They just spelled out a word or something on the car. I'm like, stupid. Anyways, we'll see how fast we can move this one. Not only was today Belize's Independence Day, but it was also my cousin Cindy's birthday. Yesterday, my older brother turned 52. Joe's youngest brother turned 40. Today, my cousin Cindy had a birthday. I think she was 50. I think she turns 54. And then tomorrow, my nephew turns 14. Man, everybody's having birthdays, right? Anyways, guys, today was a very productive day because Joe won a car. He didn't win the cars that he had his heart on, but he won the best car for us, I believe, because SUVs move pretty quickly. Now this SUV is a little bit newer than the one we had last week. Last week was an '02, this is an '04. Last week's car had 152,000 miles. This week's car has 97,000 miles. The only difference between these cars is that this one looks a little bit more shabby on the outside. Well, on the inside too, we had to clean it, but it looks okay now that we cleaned it. But on the outside, the paint is, you know, dull and dead and flaking, and there's a part on one of the doors where somebody just like scratched a name or a word or something in it. So stupid. So people tend to look at that stuff, so I'm not expecting to get as much as I got last week for the other car. But you know what? God will work it out. So Jada went with Colin right now to Michael's to buy art supplies. Colin has been such a good friend to her, taking her everywhere she needs to go when she's hyped up on these 800 milligram ibuprofen. The dentist did not tell her anything that she wanted to hear. All he said was like, wow, this only happened one time before to me, and you're my second person, and I don't know why the body reacts that way, you know, to the trauma of whatever when I went in there to get the tooth, and that's why it's swollen. But, you know, don't put ice anymore because the ice is only good for the first 24 hours. Well, you could have told somebody something, right? Just go ahead and put heat, yada, 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 whatever. Jada just kind of rolled her eyes. Jada's like, you know, he's stupid. Why did I go back in there to waste my time when he could have, like, given me antibiotics before I left on Monday, that this thing didn't have to get out of control like this. So she looks a lot better this evening. She's still, you know, swollen, but everybody noticed a marked change in her face today. So tomorrow evening, Friday evening, you're not going to see a vlog. I'm still going to vlog all day Friday, but I won't upload it until Saturday morning because tomorrow evening we're going to go to Alex's mom's funeral, okay? Well, I don't know if it's the funeral. It's the services. They're going to have the viewing and then a Catholic service, and then after that we come home. I guess I don't know if they're going to have food there or not. And then the next day they're going to bury her. That's going to be private, and then they're going to go to a repast that I guess is private. But we're going to go because I think Alex needs the support, and even though it's far away from here, we're probably going to have to leave early to beat all that traffic and stuff. You know, we feel like we need to attend. So when I get back, I'm not going to have the energy to go ahead and upload anything, so I'll just upload it Saturday morning, okay? This weekend is the powwow that I wanted to go to. I'm not sure if that's still on. I really would like to move this car quickly so some money can come in that we'd be able to go. I got paid from Google today, and the monies that the people donated in the super chats was $22. Well, that turned out to be $15.40. They took 30% of my money, but it's, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to tell my regular viewers, if you want to donate to the PayPal.me and not to the super chats because they take too much of my money. So I got my little paycheck. More than half of my paycheck is going to go pay the light bill. I'm telling you, I'm not sure that this business is worthwhile because I don't know that I would have that big a light bill if I wasn't doing the show, because I have to put on a lot of lights when I do the show, and we have to keep the AC on more than we would because you're hot when you're cooking. And I don't know. Anytime I get my paycheck on Google, I tend to get a little bit down, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to be grateful that Jada's face is going down. Joy, you can get your ice, babe. It's just a vlog. And I'm going to be grateful that we won a car, so we have something to sell. What else? I'm gonna be grateful that we're healthy. Jory, did we all decide if we're gonna go get flu shots?
Well, I'm going. I don't know if you people will.
When are you going?
Super early whenever they open, 8 something.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
So where do we go? Do we have to check in?
Go to Kaiser's, it's free. I don't know.
I might be going with you, okay? So, I think we all decided this year that we're going to take flu shots because Joe and Jada tends to get sick too often, and then they pass it to the entire house, and I can't afford to be sick this year. I'm not about that life. This would be the first time I would get a flu shot. Watch me get the flu shot and get sick from the flu shot, right?
That was me the first time.
It happened to you the first time? Mm-hmm. Oh, God, no. Why did he tell me that? I might not mess around with that flu shot. I might get a sore throat and I'll be mad. Can you see who texted my phone? It's charging on my bed. Yeah, so anyways, I think I brought, let's discuss what's going on in the world right now. I haven't talked about it at the last couple of vlogs, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm not seeing what's happening. The hurricanes, you know, Maria is going to Turks and Caicos right now. Irma already did damage there. And then look at Puerto Rico. I mean, Maria just destroyed Puerto Rico. They have no electricity on the whole island. I mean, oh my God, I've just been praying for that country and for everybody that's involved. And the earthquake in Mexico. It breaks my heart whenever I see anything about them trying to dig out those little kids. Today I spent like 4 hours watching them try to dig out some guy named Eric that was in some lavatory. I guess it's some medical lab. I don't think he made it, because at one point all the men stopped and took off their helmets and did that and did the sign of the cross. So I don't think he made it. So every time I watch that stuff in Mexico, I just weep in my heart, because that can happen here in Southern California. You know, when I see all the rescuers that are coming, I mean, people came all the way from Israel to go help them dig people out. This is the way the world should be. The world should be, even if there's not a disaster. We should be helping each other, you know? Like I always say, everybody becomes a socialist when there's a disaster. When there's no disaster, it's me, how they say, it's us four and no more, you know? Anyways, huh? Sandra did? Okay, I'm gonna go check in a little while. This show, I hate to do this segue, but this show, Greenleaf, I was going to give up on this show after they went to their mid-season break, but I started to watch again when they came back, and I'm glad I did, because that show is getting hot, okay? I always suspected that the bishop had an affair with the wife's sister, which is Oprah, and I think it was revealed last night. I hope I'm not doing spoiler alert on anybody. And the wife, you know, she had an affair with that one guy that, you know, that is their friend or whatever, and the bishop was so angry because I guess he confessed what he did right away, and this lady kept the secret for years. And I was telling Joy, I said, that's how women work. They will mess you up and you won't even know that you got messed up. So anyways, I'm watching again. If anybody's watching, hit me up and let me know what you think about it, okay? And remember now, we are praying unceasingly for everything that's going on in the world, all right? We're still praying for the victims of Harvey, the victims of Irma and Jose, and now Maria. I think the next hurricane will be called Lee. I went and I looked it up to see what all these hurricanes are called this year. And we're praying for the victims of the earthquake, all right? We're not going to stop. Our prayers do make a difference, all right? So I'm going to see you guys, not tomorrow night, but Saturday morning. I love you all for watching. Please thumbs up if you liked the video today, and please go ahead and leave a comment, all right? I'll talk with you guys soon. Yeah, Daddy, in a kimono. Get that, Papa?